The eldest son of former Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau was sounding a bit like his father today. 18-year-old Justin Trudeau is now a student at a community college in Montreal. It's one of many Quebec colleges gearing up for a referendum next week on the question of Quebec's place in Canada. Justin's position is clear, but as Neil MacDonald reports, Trudeau the younger likely won't be as successful in arguing his point as was Trudeau the elder.
An extraordinary move that the Prime Minister says is necessary.
Ian, the government says that there has been harassment, intimidation, and expressions of hate, and that at times the streets behind me have seemed lawless. So today, the Prime Minister took historic action to try and clear these streets once and for all.
The result of the vote is pretty well a foregone conclusion. Most Quebec students are about as interested in federalism as they are in lawn bowling. Nonetheless, the debate is on at 31 colleges among 74,000 students.
This is Canada's capital city, the heart of its financial districts, the seat of its government, overtaken for a third consecutive weekend. There are festival vibes.
Arguing the federal case at Collège Jean Brébeuf today was the son of its most famous alumnus.
Le Canada ne chie pas sur le Québec.
Justin Trudeau and his team were lonely voices for the Confederation. Lonely and unpopular.
The small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views that they're expressing do not represent the views of Canadians who have been there for each other, who know that following the science and stepping up to protect each other is the best way to continue to ensure our freedoms, our rights, our values as a country.
And his opponents, who want a fast track to independence, were cheered before they'd even uttered a word.
Are speaking loud and clear.
Later, with a trademark family shrug, the young Trudeau said he doesn't much care what his peers think of his views.
Everyone's got peer pressure at this age. I mean, there's pressure to smoke, there's pressure to do all sorts of stuff. And I've never been affected by peer pressure. Never.
The federal government has invoked the Emergencies Act to supplement provincial and territorial capacity to address the blockades and occupations.
Students at English language colleges distanced themselves from the referendum when they realized pro-independence groups were paying for it all.
French schools have not taken an unbiased view towards this referendum.
5 premiers have said publicly they don't want the overreaching powers of the Emergency Act and don't need it in their provinces.
We would very much prefer that it not be applied to Alberta. It's not needed. It could make the situation even more complicated.
The vote is set for next week, but organizers say they have no intention of presenting the results to the Commission on Quebec's future. They say the vote will speak for itself, a simple and direct yes or no to Quebec's sovereignty. Neil MacDonald, CBC News, Montreal.
The act of sheer short-sighted, narcissistic, self-righteous idiocy that went into blocking the GoFundMe funding I just can't believe that. I cannot believe that our political leadership can be that unconcerned even about their own well-being. What sort of precedent does this set?